Debanise with me.
Hello.
Debanise is my best friend. We've been friends since high school. Yeah, but we went to middle school together, but we were not friends in middle school.
We just didn't know each other. Let's say not friends. We just didn't know each other.
Yeah. We didn't. You were on a different team in middle school. Like, I was out in the trailers in 7th grade. And then 6th grade, I don't even remember. I don't remember much about 6th grade. I remember I had a locker.
Middle school's a blur.
Yeah. You was popular, though. I knew who you were. Like, I had heard your name. But that's because your best friend, Nick, was on the same team as me in the 7th grade.
Oh.
So, like, Nick had talked about
Nick
you.
knows. Nick did know you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we became friends, he would talk about you, and I still was like, I don't know this girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we've been friends for many, many years. Well, I am still the single mother. Debanise is no longer a single mother.
Oh, yay.
Yay! Congratulations. She got married. Show him the ring. Look. Show him the ring. What's the TikTok sound? It'd be like, my fiance.
That's me.
That's you. Mm-hmm.
My daughter said all the time.
Every time she turned around, my husband said, girl, I have known your husband as long as you have known your husband. What did Joshua say? Like, so anyways, we're here today and we're going to talk about something a little different, but it is about parenthood and single motherhood. Debanise is in the military, so she's going to be sharing some of her perspectives of being a military mom.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, because you and Lo used to be on the road for a long
We was
time.
on the road. We were definitely driving everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, so tell the people how old Lauren is.
Lauren is 12. She will be 13 in December.
Yay! Yay! We love teenagers.
It should be a book.
Yeah. So, Debanise, you have already surpassed me in a lot of the parenting struggles that I am currently going through, but also in a different way because I have boys and you have a girl. So, I'm in the 5 to 7 range right now.
That was fun.
It's cool and all. But you know, my struggle this week, me and that 7-year-old really got into it this week. And
my boy is just trying to live his life. Just trying to live his best life.
He got to understand. He got to be respectful.
It's different.
It is different.
For boys. It's different for kids, period, when their parents are not together, I think. Mm-hmm. Lauren was... Well, me and her dad have been together forever. But when she was around 7, I think we lived in Texas then, and I think she was still getting the feel of learning what a 2-parent household looked like and what our household looked like. Mm-hmm. And our household was just me and her and the dog, Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy.
Me, her, and Wendy. We was rolling everywhere, and then she would go to her dad's, and that would be her dad, her stepmom.
Yeah.
And that's like, this is different.
Yeah.
This isn't what we doing over here.
Yeah.
Over here, we just kicking it. Yeah. We just really kicking it. And over here, it's like, why is this not the same? So I think at that age for kids, and kids talk.
They do.
So in school, kids are chatting about my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad.
Man, them kids were so listen, like one of the little girls in my class this week, randomly, this is so random, told me this whole story about how her grandma can't walk and her grandma let somebody live in the house with her, but he wasn't a good person and he kept letting other people come in the house. Grandma couldn't get out the bed. And then she was just like, she goes into so really my grandma's about to move in with me, and it actually makes me really sad that somebody was coming in my grandma's house like that and they knew my grandma couldn't get out the bed. And I was like, yeah, girl, because they were taking advantage of your grandma. And she was like, exactly. That's what my dad said.
Kids be knowing, though. Kids be knowing. Like, they just know.
Your business now.
And they will. They're not going to hold back.
At all. What was it like when Lauren was 5 to 7 though? Other than I know it's pretty chill for y'all because it's just 2 of y'all.
It is. It was just 2 of us. When 5 to 7, I think I had just moved from Kentucky, and we moved from Kentucky. We lived back in Georgia for maybe 2 or 3 years. I think we were back.
Was this when she was little? How old was she?
She was probably maybe 4. What's pre-K?
Pre-K, yeah, 4 or 5.
So she was 4 when I moved to Texas. So she had to be a little smart. So when we moved to Texas, she was about 5, 7. Yeah. Because she went to pre-K, she went to kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade in Texas.
Man, that just seems so far away. But I remember that time.
Yeah, we had moved. We had just packed up, and I was stationed out there in Texas, and it was literally just us. My mom and dad came, to help me get started. Mm-hmm. But after that, It was full on daycare in the morning, go to work,
Yeah.
go work out, go pick you up, come home, feed you, feed the dog. And I'm just like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
How old were you then?
What was that, like 26?
Yeah, you were young. Debanise had Lauren when, how old were you?
21.
Yeah. So she had her pretty young as a parent.
Yeah, I was still
You were
learning.
young. Yeah,
I
you were young.
I was
Like,
on my 21st birthday, head in the toilet, throwing up because my child was in there kicking around.
yeah, exactly.
No drinking, just straight kid life.
It's you and Callie for me with these young, like, these young pregnancies. Both of y'all's daughters are the same age.
Yep.
Both of y'all was, at 21, I remember when you told me, like, you were pregnant. And I was excited, but, like, young, dumb excited. Like, yay, oh my God, a baby. And then, like, now as an adult, I'm like,
how'd you do that?
How did you do this at 21? Because me, I am 34, and I'm like, I won't do it again. All done. Like, won't do it again.
21, I think everybody thought the same thing. It was just like, you pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
And you got a job. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got a job.
With good benefits. Because
you can afford to go to the doctor.
Yeah. You was
go ahead and have
active
this baby.
Duty then,
I was
right?
active duty when I had Lauren.
Yeah.
Yes. We were living in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky. There's nothing out there. Straight Kentucky.
I remember you used to be driving over the mountains.
I would try to come home as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
I never. And then when Lauren was born, I still wanted to come home.
Yeah.
So she'd be in the trunk.
Yeah.
Not the trunk, but in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And we roll it.
Yeah. What was the name of your
Bruno.
Yeah, in Bruno.
We'd be in that Ford Explorer rolling. Me, Lauren, and the dog.
Yeah. The Bruno got you everywhere though, and got us everywhere. Cause didn't you drive Bruno down to Florida for the triathlon?
We did. Me, you, Kynese, Lauren.
Remember when Lauren threw up in the car?
I don't know how she got car sick out of nowhere. She had been riding the car forever. Like, it was her life.
And she randomly got sick when we was going to Florida. She was like, I'm sick of this. Threw up. I mean, talking about, we was going over a long bridge over, like, the ocean or something. I don't know what it was. And there was nowhere to pull over. And Lauren, like,
she was just,
it was just like,
like a movie.
It was and she was a little baby then. She was like, what?
She was like 2 or 3.
Maybe 2, yeah.
Yeah, she was small because she went to the beach and she was scared of sand.
Ooh, I remember that. She did not want to touch that sand.
She was like, what the heck is this feeling? I remember that. She did
that was
like
hilarious.
I've never experienced that. I was like, what does this even mean?
Have you taken her back to the beach since then?
She loves the beach. She doesn't even remember. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you hated sand. This was not your thing.
That was not her thing. Like,
she loves going to the beach though. Like, seriously, she'll go to the beach whenever. Like, go to the beach. Okay. Full-fledged.
Not the way she was acting that day. I wish we had a video of
like,
that.
seriously, she was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious. But I was like, oh, I don't know. I was so young. I was young and childless, so I was just like, I don't know.
Pick the kid up and take her up.
I don't know
throw
what to
in the
tell
water,
you
I guess.
Like, throw her in the water. Teach her to swim.
I don't know. She just definitely wasn't feeling sand.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you think she's adapted to, like, because you've been a little more, like, settled in your later years, like, not traveling so much?
Yeah.
Like,
when we first moved back to Georgia, I think that was our biggest adjustment. When we first moved back to Georgia, my mom and my dad, she was like, okay, it's just us. And now it's us and people.
Lots of people.
And these people want me to do stuff. Like, we just usually kick it. Like, we say hello, we say goodnight, and that's it. We can, like, she'll go in her room, she'll be doing her own thing. I'm trying to get some sleep, and she's fine with that. But my mom's like, no, get up, let's do this. And we're both like, why are we doing this?
We don't do that here.
And then I left, and I think that's when, like, it was super dramatic. When I left to go on the border, and she did a 180. I guess that would be considered. She just changed. Not a complete.
360 is all the way around. 180 is only halfway.
So I think we're in that halfway stage. I'm waiting for her to hit the other 180. So she she definitely changed a whole lot with that 1 year of me being gone, and I think it was a lot for both of us. That was we had been super close before then. She had never like seen me gone for more than a weekend. To be gone for like an entire year, I think that was, and it was at detrimental time. I guess at influence time, like where you're like,
she was. How old was she when you went to
8.
the border?
She was
No,
maybe 9.
I was gonna say, wasn't she like fifth grade?
How old is fifth grade?
Like 10?
She wasn't 10.
9, 10?
So I think she was 9. I think she was 9. She came back. When I came back, she was still in fifth grade. She was going to fifth grade.
Oh, okay. So maybe she was 8 then.
Yeah, and then she was transitioning to a yeah. So that right there, I think that was the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me too, I had never been away from her, so I never experienced like, you know, unfortunately how people have the birthdays on the camera, the Christmas on the camera. And I think when I did that, I was just like, this sucks. Like, this is super hard. Yeah. Like, and I'm not emotionalist. I'm pretty
she's not
straight with the emotions. But I was like, really like, this is kind of ugly. Like, you know, this is the stuff they tell you about, but they don't tell you about. You don't really think about it. I go to drill on the weekends and I'm like, ooh, a weekend child free. Yeah. But you're talking about like a whole year and she's changing and she's going through stuff and we're just talking on the phone about it. Yeah. As compared to my parents being there trying to help out, you know, on a regular basis. It was a lot. Mm-hmm. It was a big change. Yeah. And then coming back was even more of a change. So it's like, she's like, you wasn't here. You weren't there. Yeah. And I'm just like...
They be a little mad, even if you just go, like, where did I go? I went to Arizona, not recently, but a couple years ago when I went, and I came back, and Sam and Weston were both, and Weston was still a baby then, but they were both kind of just like,
can't believe you left me. Yeah. You left us. Like, we still
break.
Go
it's
through
just
that.
A little break. Like,
we still talk about it, though.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I think, about when you went to the border?
Mm-hmm. So that's why I say, I think for some people, we don't understand either, like, how it affects them, because she seriously is like, don't go no more. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't go.
Does she know?
She doesn't know.
Oh.
So, and that's something I got to figure out. Yeah. Like, how's that going to affect? And now that she's even older than the first time then I left, and now me having to go again, it's like, how's she going to take it the second go around? Yeah. I only have like 5 more, no, not even that. I only have 4 more years left in the Army. Yeah. I'm just trying to finish these 4 years. Yeah. And be done with this.
Yeah, because that has to be tough though. Like going away, like I know I miss my kids like when they go with their dad for the weekend, and I'm just like, like Fridays I'd be like, oh God, it's so quiet. Where are they? And then like Saturdays I'm like, yeah, I can do some stuff during the day, but like at night I'm like, I actually kind of miss them. But also when I go on vacations, sometimes I need that vacation. I be like, yes, and I miss them on like the third day, and I be like, you know what? Let me call them. What are you doing? Like,
we're there because even like when I go like on the weekend, she doesn't call. She's like, "You're gone. I'm gone. We're just doing our own thing." When I come back, she's like, "Oh, you're back.
You're back." Do you think she's like becoming like, I don't want to say numb to it, but like just kind of used to it? Like
I think she is. Like she knows it's not long. I guess she's like, "Okay, my mom will be gone Saturday, and then Sunday, sometime late at night, she'll be back home, and then I'll see her Monday when I get ready to go to school or something like that. She may be asleep." But I know she's here, so I can kind of get with that. That's a routine for her. It's not just, it's Thursday. Where the heck are you going? Yeah. Or you leaving? Like, yeah. So the 2 days, I think the 2 days are perfect. Yeah. And I know, like, even for us, we have, like, younger soldiers, and they have a hard time. Like, when they have their kids, I don't want to leave my kid for the weekend. And I'm like, run. Because you're not going to get this chance. Yeah, like, I know it sucks, but it's a healthy break.
Yeah, like you were telling me, like, for the summer. Remember?
It's a needed break. Yeah. It's healthy though. Like it helps everybody reset.
It does, but it is hard because like this summer was the first summer that Sam and Weston went with their dad for the bulk of the summer. And I was like, at first I was like, no, they're going to stay with me for 2 weeks and they're going to go with their dad. And then like when we went to do the drop off and Sam was just like, oh, I really wanted to, I'm only going to stay with my dad for a weekend. Then I got to come back with you. And I was like, well, I guess he doesn't really have to because he doesn't have to go to school. So
it's nothing like, holding him here.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. And I asked his husband, you going to just keep him for the month and then bring him back when I take him to Florida? And he was like, yeah. So they stayed, and it was fun. I had a great summer.
Like, and you get a refresh. Like, if you think about it, you got to do, like, the whole school year. Like, morning, you got to wake them up, you got to get them ready. So the summertime is, like, good, though. And it's fun time for them, too. Yeah. And so they get a chance to be away from all the, not the structure, but the routine.
It is from the structure.
the routine.
Their
Call it the
structure.
routine.
I've got
and then
structure.
they get to sleep in, or they get to eat, junk food and hang out.
Yeah.
So that's like bonding. I'm here for the summers off.
Yeah, she was on the phone like, no, Kendra, just let him go.
Send him, please.
She's talking about let him go. You'll thank me later.
And she's thanking me now. Like, seriously. Like, look at how much you got to accomplish.
I did. Because I did get to go to Arizona to visit Courtney. And then, like, what else did I do? Oh, I went to Nashville. And
Day trips.
Like, a little something. I did have a good summer, though.
That's what it's about. People forget that part, though. Like, it's about you too as the parent. Because if you get burnt out, then what?
That's true. And that's what I be trying to tell people. I'm like, no, girl, take some time. It's so funny because I will literally tell people, like, no, you need to take the time. But then when it comes to me taking the time,
like, I don't want to take the time.
I'll take a little bit of time, but not too much. I need to bring these kids back.
The burnout is real.
It is.
I felt it in Texas.
I bet you did, though, because you were there by yourself. Like, really by yourself. You ain't got no family out there.
You don't have family.
I am so scared, like, to move to another state with my kids because of that.
It was a good experience, though. Like, it was kind of like it's time to, like, move on from everything. And I think that was a really, really good reset for me and Lauren. Like, we go from being with my parents to being with a whole bunch of our friends and family and this, that, and the third. And it's kind of like, I can handle this on my own. Like, I know I have to do something for the two of us. I can handle this. And I can get our relationship a lot better. Because it was just us.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh, I'm mad at mom. I get to go run to grandma or grandpa.
Because she could not run anywhere. Where are you going to run? Back to Georgia? I don't think so.
So, it was literally just us. And she got to be like, this is my mom. Like, my mom is out here doing the doggone thing.
Yeah.
Like, she got me a dog. I got my own room. And, like, it was fun, though. Yeah. We would wake up on the weekend, sleep in, and be like, hey, let's ride down and go get ice cream. Or let's go do stuff like that. And I didn't have to worry about now the preteen, teenager.
I was going to say, you feel like she used to rock with you a little harder when she was younger. And now she...
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Do you think you think that's all because she's a teenager? Or you think it's like because like you've gotten married now, so you have a husband, and y'all did move again, but you're still here in the same state as your family. But like, you think like it's just a lot of adjustment for her right now, or like what?
I like to think it's a lot of adjustment because my older cousins. My older cousin, she's the only one that has a kid. But I asked her, like, when your kids were this age, like, what was, am I doing something wrong? Because if I'm doing something wrong, y'all got to tell me now so we can fix it.
Immediately.
And, like, she's like, sometimes they like this age is that age. I have another friend, she was like, middle school was rough for her. Like, middle school was really rough for her and her daughter. And in high school, they became friends again. And I was like, that's a long time. Like, I'm used to doing everything. Hey, let's go. Yeah. Let's roll. Let's get this moving. Not just like, hey, do you want to hang out today?
Hey, you good?
Is it safe to come and talk to you today?
Hey,
you all right?
Peeping in.
So, I mean, I hope it passes. We're still working. I'm still working that relationship, the emotions. I'm trying to work on
Which is crazy because she's a Cancer sun, so I really don't understand how she doesn't have any emotions.
I'm working really hard on them.
We've been friends for all these years, and Debanise and I have hugged once.
I'm not a physical touch person. You don't got to touch to be emotionally connected to somebody.
You don't have to touch to be emotionally connected. I feel the way I feel. You feel the way you feel. Stay over there.
Yeah, like we can talk about it from a distance.
From a distance. From a distance.
So, and that's hard being a parent. Yeah. Because kids like to touch.
Kids, it's not even that they like to do Debanise. I think they need it. Like you're supposed.
So maybe that's where I'm dropping the ball. Like maybe I'm dropping the ball there because I'm not.
Because you're not. Yeah, maybe.
I'm a handshake type of girl. How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
That's exactly how I introduce myself to people. Hey, people always go, hey.
I guess I understand. I only understand that because I've known you so long. I don't understand that because like me, I be all over Sam and Weston all the time. Like,
and that may be good for them. And maybe I have to like reel it in and start over with Lauren and do more hugs. My bonus baby,
Janice, do more hugs.
I do though, cause my bonus baby,
she like play. She about that.
She gonna hang on to me. She gonna hug me. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, I got this. I got this.
She be stressed.
It does though. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. I blame the Army for everything. So,
Well,
I don't know if that came from me being in the military or what. I just
know.
don't like.
They owe you a little compensation.
I need my money on time.
On time. What is your position? I forgot. What is your position in the Army?
I'm an 88 Mike. I drive trucks.
She's a truck driver. She also is a speed demon.
I've given that life up. I try to abide by all laws.
Yeah. You've been doing a lot better.
I don't get caught no more. I've learned how to do it better. You know, listen. When you grow up, you learn about growth. Like
you learn about growth.
I've grown to say, "Hey, this is a dangerous area. Slow down."
Slow down. You know these areas. She know them dangerous areas like the back of her hand. She like, actually, this is not a place.
I got caught here before. I can't talk myself out of this one. They don't be going for it in Georgia anyway.
Yeah. So when I was in college, Debanise had an unfortunate run-in with the law when she was leaving. She came down to visit me. We had a great time. We went to the beach. We did all the things. And then on her way back, sister got a ticket from hell. I don't go through
Forsyth. I literally cut
from Forsyth?
Yeah, in Forsyth County. I guess that's where that is.
Is that where that was? Where it was?
I ride with the cruise control under the speed limit. Yeah. You'll never see me drive under the speed limit, but through there, and I have to go there to get the drill. And
are you serious?
I always drive the speed limit.
PTSD like a motherfucker driving through there. Like, what does it say? That says 65, 50.
Exactly. You'll never catch me again.
Never. Because the thing is, she was driving like a Ford. Was it a Ford Focus at that time?
I had a Ford with the roll down windows.
Dog, and when you told me that police officer said you was going 120, I was like,
he couldn't catch me. And you know how you try not to like challenge people, but I had to like look back, and I was like, you and the Dodge Charger were chasing a Ford Focus. Let's put this on TV. Like, I should be a hero then. Like, I done unlocked the Ford Focus cheat code or something. Like,
crazy Ford Focus cheat code at that 120.
He said he couldn't catch me.
Like, you know what your steering wheel would have been doing with your Ford Focus?
It was 3 people in the car, though.
It was.
Like, they would have been like, yo, is the car going to fall apart? Come on now. Young and dumb.
And you wasn't even, but it's crazy because it's just like, I was just like, when you called me to tell me that, I was like, what?
The car doesn't even go that fast.
It's a Ford Focus.
The car does not go that fast.
And this was back in, what, 2011 maybe?
Yeah, I was getting ready to deploy. It was 2011.
Oh,
right before I went to Afghanistan.
Yeah. She's been in Afghanistan also. She's been places. The Army has taken you places. You know how recruiters come to the high schools and they be like, do you like to travel? Like, this the kind of traveling you're going to be doing, though. It's not the fun kind. It's like...
I like Texas. Texas was fun. If I could live anywhere, I would definitely move back to Texas.
Really?
Yes. I love
Kentucky?
Texas. No. No. Absolutely. It's nothing in Kentucky. No.
Afghanistan.
It was so hot.
I never, like, was it before FaceTime when you were in Afghanistan? We never, like, talked.
We didn't have phones. Like, everyone has it good now. Like, one of my friends is deployed now. We talk on Snapchat. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, we ain't had none of this.
We ain't had that when you was in Afghanistan. I feel like y'all had to sit in front of a computer.
On a phone card. Like, I had a phone card to call home. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. I don't think I ever talked to you on the phone when you was in Afghanistan. Maybe once.
I might have, if I called you, I had to check the times. It was just too much work.
Yeah. I think I sent you a package once. Or maybe that was Kindness. One of y'all. Somebody got a package. Because Kindness is in the Navy.
Right.
And
I like that.
I sent somebody a package. Anyways.
Should have went to the Navy.
All of y'all with this military, this traveling, like, I feel like there should be like a disclaimer. And I'm just going to put it out there for the young kids. When they tell you, do you like to travel? Just understand this the type of traveling you doing. So do you like to leave your family for years at a time and be gone working? Because you're not traveling for fun. You were working.
My dog could not be a recruiter. They can be like, ma'am, this is not what we need. We need more people in, not out. You're not helping the situation at all.
She's not getting anybody into the
actually, can't get her out of here.
Right, you want the scat pack. That's how they get the young kids now. You want that Dodge Charger.
You cannot afford that when you join the military. That's another disclaimer. You cannot afford it.
Well,
I had a Ford Focus with the roll down windows. Like, let's just be honest.
When you upgraded to the Explorer, that was an upgrade though.
I did really like the Explorer.
Yeah, that was your joint.
And then I wrecked it.
on base at that. Not even out here speed demoning up the
That was
highway.
really just a normal trip, and bow, car was gone.
What happened?
It was my fault.
Oh, okay, bad. She don't want to talk
Move
about
on.
it. Moving on. Moving forward. It was my fault.
It was. I'll take the blame for it.
Right. Side note, I didn't ask you, how's co-parenting as a military parent? Because her dad is, or was, in the military.
In the beginning, it was very rough.
Yeah.
I lived in one. Yeah, especially when I moved to Texas, and he lives in Mississippi. It was like the complete opposite. Trying to get our schedules together, I guess you could say. We're trying to be nice too. It was just a lot of.
I'm finding it.
It was just a lot of trying to be able to extend the olive branch so that they could spend time together. That's the nice way to put it.
That was you did good. Proud of you.
That was really good. So I'm gonna go with that
answer. You did real good just
I'm
now.
gonna go with that answer.
Yeah.
They do summers now.
Yeah, because she's older now.
She can last about a month.
And she barely made it.
Barely making it
by the skin of her teeth. I was like, dang, she back already?
Yeah.
Summer ain't over.
She don't play. She be like, Mom,
bed up. She is done.
Mom, is my days up? You know, how many more days I got?
How many more days I got of this? Because can you come
count down on this calendar?
Oh my God. How is that, like, co-parenting in the military? Because y'all aren't in the same state. You are probably my only friend who co-parents from two separate states, actually.
Yes, when we do co-parent from two separate states, I try to stick with a lot of, now that she's older.
Yeah. That
is, not to sound, rude, that's their relationship, though. Like, I did my part when she was younger. When she was younger, I'm in there trying to, hey, come on. We got this, guys. We can do this. Yeah. Now that she's older, it's kind of like a hands up type situation.
I feel you though, because one thing, like when I was younger, like I feel like when I was like Lauren's age, like my relationship with my dad was already strained at that point. But my mom was very much like, no, that's your father. You have to be around him. I actually would have appreciated if she would have been like, you're right. He's not really treating you right, and he's not really respectful to you. You don't have to go over there. Because I think it would have helped me set more boundaries as a woman once I started actually dating men and being in relationships with them. Because I could have been like, actually, I don't have to. But like, because it was instilled in me that I had to because he's my dad, sometimes like it'll be the same type of mentality when I'm dealing with a dude. Even if he's not a good dude for me, it'll be like, maybe I have to, right? I have to work this out because he's somebody that I chose to be with and I said I wanted to be in a relationship with. So I need to show up and I need to be there even if they're not showing up and they're not being there. So like, I think that that's a brave approach for you to take.
I think sometimes it's hard because me and my dad are anybody.
Yeah, that's your boy.
That is my road dog. Yeah, like, that's my heart. Yeah. My husband. Don't tell my husband. He'll kill me.
Don't tell him, man.
But like me and my dad are super close, so I long, of course, as a woman, as a mom, as having a dad, around. I long for that relationship for Lauren, which is why, shout out to my husband, I do pick him. Well, I did pick him. We picked each other because it matches. I know that he would be there in a heartbeat. I know that he would extend that, hey, I got your back type deal. And I know for kids, it's not the same, of course, as us. We've known each other for a very long time. For kids, it's kind of like, who are you? You trying to take somebody's spot? Right. But it's more so also to teach her, like, mistakes happen. Not that she was a mistake, but actions, of course, her father and things like that. But there's a life after that. Like,
I like how you slid that in there.
There's a life after that. Dang, now I don't sound like the shady lady.
No. I just caught the shade. That's all.
It's not. Yeah. So it's a life after that. It's happiness after that, and it's always growth after that too. Like that's always my main thing is trying to figure out. Okay, like no, I'm not a single mom. It's me. I got his husband. I got another baby technically, his daughter, and I got Lauren. She's sweet. Drives me crazy. But in a good way, like she's and it's good for me though because she's the complete opposite of Lauren. Yeah, like the complete opposite of Lauren, and they're good for each other too because they're the complete opposite of each other. Yeah. So it's like with all of us, in the house, and it's just like getting used to Lauren opening up to say it's not just me and my mom no more. Like this is good for us though, and not feel like oh God, we're all these people coming from. It's just people everywhere. So I like that for her. So when she goes to her dad's house, she get a different experience, but she knows what home is, and you can always come home. You don't if you don't like something. Like I'm big on that. Like how you talking about like the forced. I'm big on the not forced relationship.
Same.
I don't want to force nothing between nobody.
Yeah.
And so like if you're coming to me and you're like, hey, I'm a little uncomfortable with this. I want you to learn how to voice your opinion about it. That's my biggest thing for her. I want you to learn how to open your mouth and say, I don't like this. I'm going to stand right beside you while you're saying you don't like this. But I want you to know you always have the right to say, I don't like this.
Yeah. I'm
not comfortable with this. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me sad. Like, that's what I want from the person with no feelings. But
yeah. I mean,
that's how I feel.
That's good though. I feel like that's a good way to approach that. It's not that you don't have any feelings. It's just that you do not like. You're just not like a physical touch.
Yeah,
that's not your thing, right? You will. And if that other lady come out, she'll really tell you how you feel. But we let her stay inside.
She's cool. She's like 21-year-old Debanise.
Yeah, the 21-year-old Debanise that lives inside your brain. She got to stay in her library with her books. Because if she has to put that book down and come out her library.
But I be reading all the time now, so we good. Yeah. We good. Like, if I put one book down, I'm like, let me pick up another one.
Yeah.
Let me pick up another one.
How was it merging families, though? Like, your husband and his daughter, you and Lauren.
I think...
What was the biggest challenge?
Lauren. No, nothing against her, but because she's older.
Okay.
So I think for her she's super excited when we got married.
She was
super excited. She's always, I want somebody to marry my mom.
Yeah.
Like I'm just leftovers, but that's cool.
Right.
Marry my mom. But
my mom needs to be married.
Yeah, she was super big on that for us. Y'all gotta get married. Y'all gotta get married. And now we're married. She's like, well, you guys are the same. We're like, we kept telling you like.
Nothing was going. There's no magical switch that comes on just because you're married.
The house still looks the same. We look the same.
Right. I got a ring now.
Yeah, she's like, you always tell me my husband is. I said, that's what you wanted. Like, I got that for you. Mm-hmm. So, like, for us, that I think Lauren getting adjusted to the household. Janice, we've been around, for a while, so she's always like, Miss Alicia this, Miss Alicia that, Miss Alicia can I, Miss Alicia. So I think she's always picked up on me and her dad. For Lauren, I think it was just more like oh my God, my mom is married. Yeah. Like, other than that, it felt like nothing changed. Yeah. Like, that's literally the only thing. I think Lauren is just like, that's my stepdad. Like, she says it, like, discreetly, but she's like, that's my stepdad. Like, that's my stepdad.
A little discretion.
Yeah. Like, that's not my mom's boyfriend. That's my stepdad.
Oh, I bet that makes her happier to say, because she was super happy when y'all got married.
She was like super happy when we got married. So, and I think she was shocked when he proposed. She was like, "You didn't do it with me around." Like,
she was gone.
Yeah, everyone was gone. It was just the two of us, and she was like, I can't believe you didn't do that with me. And we're like, hey, it's for us. But you get to come back and enjoy the moment.
I remember this girl sent me a picture of her hand, and I thought I was supposed to be looking at the fingernails. I was like, oh, yeah, your nail's cute. Then I had to look back. I was like, wait a minute. What is that?
Yeah.
And it's a sizable ring. Like, please, like, hold it up again. Look, zoom in on the ring. It's a nice ring.
I do really like it. Like,
the teardrop works for you.
That's another thing somebody was asking about. Like, how do you pick your ring? And I was like, I don't know. I just saw one I like.
I know what shape I want.
We know. I have it in my phone. Whenever someone's ready, it's in my phone. Saved. Just let me know when you want me to send it to you. I won't say no names.
You saved it?
Yeah.
Look, now I won't say no names.
That's what friends do. I have
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Let me know.
I know the shape I want.
I have the ring. I have to buy it, but I have the picture.
She got the picture.
Whenever y'all ready, just let me know. It's gonna be out there.
It's there. It's available. But yeah, like I was like, oh, her nails, like your nails are nice. That's cute. Then I was like, wait a minute, let me see this ring.
I think I sent it to everybody the same way.
Yeah. It was very like untraditional. Like we weren't a part of the proposal, which is fine. I feel like when you start getting married and proposed to and stuff like that, you have to do what works for you and your person. So like, especially the man, because like they gotta be able to like move in the way that they want to move, whatever they feel is gonna be best for them in that. But now the wedding, I do feel like is more of like a woman. I hate to be like gender roly when it comes to that, but like
I don't know, cause Josh, he got his stuff planned out.
Oh, okay.
My boy is like, I know what song I'm looking for, my suit, my what we gonna wear. And I'm like the craft person. I was like, I just want to do the crafts for it. Like, I just want to make
paper
this.
flowers.
Yeah, I want to make paper flowers.
That was
I want to do the
me.
proposals.
Yeah, I actually don't want to make paper flowers. Next time I get married, I don't want to have like a huge wedding. I would honestly be okay with like just a cute little ceremony, maybe 20, 25 people. Because I don't want to pay all that money to feed all those people.
That's the main reason why we just like, we like y'all. We really like all y'all. Y'all are really nice people, but y'all gonna like, eat and take a couple pictures.
Right. And honestly, like, do I need a million bridesmaids? No. Y'all were there for the first one. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be there for part 2.
Part 2. Part 2. Y'all could just like, sit and chill. You know what I'm saying? If everybody want to wear the same color, I'm cool with that. We do a little color
there's so many non-traditional weddings now.
Yeah.
And non-traditional ways to get married. Like,
I think I would like to do like a beach wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't like to wear shoes, so it explains a lot. You don't never want to have shoes on. That would be perfect for you.
A beach wedding, I feel like, might be what I need to do next time. Just like a cute little, quick
shindig.
Yeah, they said I do. But really, they've been married for 2 weeks already. You know what I'm saying? We went to the courthouse, got the paperwork signed.
Cha-ching.
And so we're just showing up here for you guys. Like, that's it. I don't feel like it has to be too much. And then, like, we all go back to the house for the cookout.
See, so, like, I don't know, because, like, I really was thinking about it, and, like, I really did want, like, the shebang. Like, I needed the shebang.
I can see that, though, because your first one was, like...
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's not even that I'm trying to find a nice words to say. I'm really trying to remember it. Like,
exactly.
So I see that. Especially because you really like and love this husband that you have.
I do.
I love this man. Okay.
I would say, into my man. Thank you to my man.
Yeah, like, so I can see why you would want something.
I think that's what it's about. He's like, it's for people. And I was like, I really like you.
Yeah.
Like a whole
you just want other people to see how much you like him. Like, that
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like,
I can preach it to him like that. I really, really like you.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know I like you.
This is how I want to show my love to you. Like, yeah. See, now that we say it like that, I don't want my man to think like,
she don't really like you, though.
No, because I do. Like, if I decide that I'm going to get married again, I do really like you. I just don't want to, I don't feel like I have to do a whole lot. But I do have in my head planned out all the things that I want to get my man.
You're a giver, so it makes sense.
I have a whole thing in my head of his setup of how I want to give him all of these things. So I'm excited about that.
Shout out to the things. We don't know what the things are,
I don't know what the things are.
But shout out to the things. Well, you know some of mine, though. The ones I told you.
I guess.
For the wedding thing.
Oh, yes. I do know some of yours.
So, yeah.
I do know some of your things.
You just thought about it in real life.
I did. It all clicked again. I was like, wow, I do.
So,
my God, that's going to be so much fun. So I think that y'all should do it because I do want you to give those things. But, like, I just know, I can envision, you know what I'm saying? I know what I want.
But every girl is like that, I think. And I think, too, for me, like, we have girls, like, daughters, so I want them to be like,
yeah, you and him, yeah, y'all do.
Oh, I can't wait till I'm grown and I get to,
Yeah, that's true. That is true. See, and I have boys, and I think that, first of all, the other day, Sam told me he's too young to have a stepdad. And I was like, randomly out of nowhere,
my
he
boy
said that.
is like, he's always quick.
He's
so quick.
Bro, when I be telling people what the things that Sam says and does, they're like, Sam, like his teacher is like, oh, Sam is such a great student. He loves math. He can draw. He's this, he's that. And I'm like, that is so wonderful that he is that way at
no
school.
Stepdad right now. So you do what you got to do, but stepdad's out the question.
Listen, Sam be at home. I tell people all the time, Sam has a mouthpiece on him.
My boy don't play. I like him, though. I like Weston, too. But Sam, he my type of people.
Girl, Sam,
he's honest. Brutally honest.
We sitting at the dinner table. It's me. Okay, so, like, I'm living with my mama right now. We only got a couple more months. But we sitting at the table eating dinner. Me, her husband, Sam, and Weston. And Sam randomly looks up from his food and goes, so are you thinking about getting married again or what? And I was like,
Sam is letting you know.
I was like,
I need
wow,
to know this stuff now.
That's random. What is like what is prompting you to ask me that? And then he just goes, because I think I'm just too young to have a stepdad. I think I'm just too young to have a stepdad. Like,
with you saying that, how would you tell them if you got to that point?
I have no idea.
How would you tell them?
If I got to the point where I was getting married,
yeah,
I would hope that they would have met the man by then. At some point,
we know that part.
Yeah,
I'm
so
talking
it wouldn't
about
be a
the
shocker.
nitty gritty down to we getting married.
I don't even know. Like
we're getting married, guys.
Right. I don't know. I would hope that I would choose a partner who was like thoughtful enough to include Sam and Weston in all of his planning to propose and would have had a conversation with them about becoming a family, like, together. Because I think that would probably be the best route to go, because somebody would have to have a conversation with them, because like Sam is gonna ask all the hard questions, but Weston's gonna be like, I don't want you coming near my mama.
Exactly.
Like, so it's just like, yeah, Weston don't play that. And so it's just like I would hope that the person that I would end up marrying would include them in all of that, because it would just be more beneficial for everybody. But also for me, it would just be like, wow, he's a really thoughtful guy. Yeah. Like I actually, you know what? I feel good about this one.
This is the one we'll keep.
I feel good about this one. I think that I'm gonna have to keep this one.
You can't go anywhere.
Right, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. Actually,
once you're in there, I told Josh that though.
I know.
This is
hey, look, you told me that.
What they say? Welcome to Death Row Records. This is
welcome to Death Row. You ever signed a Death Row contract with a Cancer?
This is me. It's mine.
That's her, because because I'll let niggas out their contract. Me, I'm an Aquarius. You can sign out of your contract, please. Don't worry, I'll sign first. Please get out your contract.
Come on, have a seat.
But yeah, she done locked hers in. She's not playing.
Rub the shoulders. Come on, have a seat.
Rubbing the shoulders.
Can't go anywhere. No, you had a good day, hard day, but this is where you belong.
Right. The emotional manipulation.
This is where you belong. I think you're gonna come to like it here.
Either you are or you are. Like,
we can talk about this. But they say you can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, because he locked in. He's stuck like Chuck. I'm sure he's excited about being stuck though, because he.
Yeah, I think he liked me majority of the time.
Yeah, majority of the time. Y'all be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with each other. Y'all been rocking for a long time though. There was years that was put into this.
It was
heavy work. Was put into this.
It was. He's a good guy.
Yeah. It was a lot of work. Love this for them now. They're in a great place now. Love that. It's even better. But I think that's good, Debanise. I'm proud of you for all the things that you've done as a mom.
Hey, and you too, man. You don't do bad.
Oh man, thanks.
I know you.
The other day.
I know. I know you had a hard one. But hey, you're doing good, man. You're doing real good. Keep up the good work. People don't tell people that though.
And
like,
that's
seriously,
true.
They don't say, "Hey,
that's
you're doing
true.
a good job. I see you out here with these kids. You're doing a good job."
Hey, listen, because I be tired.
Don't forget to take your naps and drink your water.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can do. That's actually quote of the day. Don't forget to take your naps and drink your water.
That's it. That's all I got.
And we're going to see y'all on the next episode of Single Mom Minimal Drama.